The woman needs to invest. Make her take out her wallet. Make her pay for something small.
Ooh, Lord. If I have this much and I'm sprinkling the concert tickets, I might take you on a little vacation. I might do this. Those are sprinkles. It's not that important to me. It's not that big. You don't need to stay. You're just a toy.
I turn around and ask her, hey, $25 or whatever, just send it to me.
Ooh,
The
Jesus.
person started complaining.
Oh, heck yeah.
They start, that means you're not into me.
Off the right. No, I might have been into you until you asked for that $25.
And why is that triggering?
Because you a brokey. If you, why do you need $25?
No context.
Yeah.
I want to see if you're going to do it.
I've always been this kind of like, more like the jet on the runway. Like, I don't believe in just coming out the gate and being up. I like slowly getting back.
That's why you. That's why you single now. It just is what it is.
We're gonna agree to disagree on this.
I mean, no, we don't have to agree to disagree because it's just that a man like you, I would not date.
What are the red flags that you see, a couple of them, and tell us some green flags that you actually appreciate?
So red flags I see is a woman discussing her problems out of the gate. Oh, I got this bill I got to be paid. I got that bill that got to be paid. She's not into you. You start paying that bill.
That's not true.
She's not into you. And as you start paying that bill, you will just be a wallet to her. Now, a green flag that I see is like Miss Tanya talked about. Maybe she's cooking dinner, seeing what you want, maybe going down the street, go get you some chicken. That woman is into you.
That's such a manly answer.
So now
you
his
want somebody to
wrong.
cook.
What's wrong? What's wrong with that?
That's all y'all want. Somebody, you want to come over her house. She got on her little boy shorts. She fried chicken. That's all y'all want.
We like reciprocation. First of all, if we showing and we putting our effort, we would like some form of reciprocation. And usually that's probably like the easiest thing a woman can do up front is hopefully be nurturing, be catering, which would be cooking.
Be simple. That's the whole point. That's what we're trying to take.
I don't fry chicken. I don't fry chicken.
Fry something else. Boil something or something. Like, just do something to show that you can these days. Gosh darn. I mean, like, we asking for a lot. You know, she jumped out on this because he said, like, being in the kitchen, like, what? That's such a man.
That's all you want, somebody in the kitchen.
But it's not that complicated.
She looking like she can't cook, just being honest.
Okay, that's what we're saying. Everybody's making things too complicated now.
But the thing is, why does it have to be the kitchen?
Why can't it be the kitchen?
Why can't it be something else?
Well, I was alluding to what...
So if she's playing dinner, would that be the same?
Yes, because she's going out of her way to do
But
that.
she would need
She
to
doesn't
pay.
have to do that.
She would need to pay.
Yes, she needs to pay. She needs to invest. She needs to invest. If you are watching.
Invest?
Yes.
Did you use the word
You heard the word. I love that word. I love that word. I love this. Can he talk, please? Give it to her.
Fellas, at home, if you are watching the Unspoken podcast right now with us, the woman needs to invest. Make her take out her wallet. Make her pay for something small.
Oh, Lord.
And then maybe later on in the future, you let her take you to Roof Chris or something like that. But make her invest.
Okay.
Yes.
I will say this, it's not always about the money. Like we were just saying just a minute ago, investing can be just time, energy, effort to show that you appreciate me, you appreciate the things that I do, being attentive, responding to text messages faster, responding to calls. Hey, yeah, I want to talk to you. I miss your call. Being more receptive to the things that I appreciate.
Hold up. I mean, can't women invest in relationships, Tanya? Damn. Pause. You really had to think about people. Can you invest?
I guess you can. I can't really speak to that. I think women see it in a different way. I think when we invest, it's because some time is there. I don't think that we come out of the gate investing. That's not what we're trained to do, so to speak, if you want to use that word. Naturally, that's just not what we do. I mean, we weren't taught that. That's not tradition. And I know I always bring up all the traditional ways, but it is said that a man should be the first to pay for the date, invest. So I don't know about that. Maybe that's a whole different age group. So
I'm gonna say this: she is cut from a different cloth. She is from a different age group. For her, their form of investment would be exchanging energy instead of money. But we live in 2025. This is we live in equality. Women make their own money. So possibly the guys today, I hate to say it, but you probably gonna have to spend some cash to show that form of investment. Women don't like spending money on things that they don't like. So since you want to make money, You want to be bosses, you probably gonna have to spend some bread on the dates.
Yeah, I'm clutching my pearls too because I'm just not, and I'm not saying that I would not invest in a man, but it would have to be a serious relationship and some time there before I am investing.
Yes, later on, you want the woman to invest, right? But
Yes.
the reason why you want her to, because it's harder for her to leave, is she's
Well,
invested.
that's how we feel about y'all.
That's the. That's what I'm saying.
And the longer y'all stay.
That's true, but let the woman invest, because if they're taking money out of their purse, they're not going to be happy with that. So you want to make sure she invests.
Depends on the woman, because I will say, unlike Tanya, I have invested up front. I don't have a problem with buying the tickets, paying for the chef, paying for the meals, paying for a vacation. I have no problem with that up front within the first 30, 60, 90 days, okay? I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
But I also will walk away in 2.3 seconds. The more money I spend up front, if you're not on your P's and Q's, I'm gone.
Wow, I didn't even know money had that much weight early in the game.
It has that much weight
So-
because I feel like for a man to feel that comfortable with letting me open my wallet
Yes, that's what I'm
and
talking
have
about right
that much comfort, I'm okay with doing it. I need to see reciprocation. I need to see that there's something you're doing on your end. The same way you feel like if you spend money, you want her to cook. I feel like if I spend money, what you doing for me? What are you reciprocating? Why should I keep you around? Why should I keep picking you up, items when I go to Louis? Why?
I would say if you to a point to where you're spending money on a guy, you obviously must like him some form of fashion. Now, of course, yes, woman, you definitely need to make sure you're investing in the right guy. I'm not telling you to just get with any guy and just start throwing bread at him, but you'll know the guys who are good guys guys always come in trying to invest because we're trying to acquire you. It's a dating tactic for us to try to capture your love. So we're going to do it in every way possible that we feel fit, and usually it's trying to come into your life and provide some type of solving of problems, and we show it usually by giving resources, and we give time and attention. I mean, guys do all of them. Women really only have to do a couple of them, and that's the problem right now. We don't have much reciprocation, but she's leading with the money heavy right now.
Why am I dropping you gifts? Why am I buying the concert tickets? Why am I doing that? And then you want me to bust it open. I'm just saying.
Well, that's a given. That's a given. We definitely want that. You want her investing down the road while we are leading up front, fellas. That's what you want. And that way she stays. That's what you want.
But I'm not staying. I'm proving that your point is not valid because that does not make me stay.
So what's making you stay?
Exactly.
What are you reciprocating?
I guess what she's saying, it ain't tricking if she got it. So she don't
Yeah,
mind
I mean, the
spending
thing
it,
is, for
but that
women-
doesn't make her stay.
Yeah, if a woman is spending her last to do for you,
Yes.
yes, she's going
That's
to stay.
that woman thing.
But if this is overflow over here, I'm just sprinkling little things
No.
here and there.
We don't want it overflow. Just a little
No, I'm
bit.
just saying, but you gotta think, if I have this much and I'm sprinkling the concert tickets, I might take you on a little vacation. I might do this. Those are sprinkles. It's not that important to me. It's not that big. So
That's the problem of boss babes. Women who lead with their money, just like she said, that's nothing. I sprinkle that. How do I know if you're even serious if all you showing me is I have the money, I can do it, I don't really care to do it? Now, I don't even know if it's really genuine at that point. Usually women, when they start spending their money, they really like you. But if you rich or you just got it like that and you saying it's not for chimp, you not acting like a guy almost. That's really, really strange. That's why a lot of these boss babes is probably gonna get left behind because of that type of rhetoric.
don't need to stay. You're just a toy.
This one right here. So let me make sure I'm clear. So is it a red flag when he goes and inadvertently just goes, let's see if she pays for it? Is that a red flag?
Yes.
Is it a red flag?
It's a red flag
Yes.
for me, yes.
So let me just say this. So if for instance, if I say I'm going to take you on vacation, I'm going to pay for everything. If you don't offer to do something, red flag. You don't have to pay. Now keep in mind, I'm expecting to pay for everything. Flights, hotels, cars, whatever. I'm going to hire the drivers and everything. They coming to pick you up, all that. I'm giving you all that. But you need to offer something because you're a man.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I will lead in the beginning, right? Throughout the relationship, but as time goes on, I'll let you invest a little bit. Little stupid stuff, like the chicken I was talking about going to the store. Oh, hey, can you give me a shirt or something like that? When you're out, little stuff to let me know, like, okay, she's into me. That's what I'm saying.
So at what point
I would hope that she would just do that. You shouldn't even have to ask.
does that, it doesn't turn into a waste of time? Because I'm investing these things and I don't even know if you're really serious.
Yeah.
I could just be spending money frivolous.
Once I'm spending my money, I'm serious.
Exactly.
I'm talking about me.
If Kenny D's pockets are good, and now he's doing this is the whole reverse psychology thing that's legit these days, right? Because you can't take anybody to Cheesecake Factory anymore, right?
Right.
So if Kenny D is just literally sitting back just to see what she's gonna do and see if she's gonna actually pay or she's gonna make a big deal out of it, that's actually next level.
That is
You
true.
gotta see. I remember a couple of months ago, I had a woman, we were talking, took her out, I spent all my money, right? Nothing wrong with that. I turned around and asked her, hey, can I have, lunch, $25 or whatever? Just send it to me.
Ooh,
The
Jesus.
person started complaining.
Oh, heck yeah.
They started complaining, $25. I don't need it. I don't even need it.
Right.
But I want to see.
Don't be
what she's gonna
testing
do.
me though.
Yeah.
You're gonna test, but you're gonna test.
I respect him actually testing, but at the same time, that's probably gonna turn off a large majority of females. The fact that you asking for $20, because it's gonna make it look like you don't have a surplus of cash on you. It need to be something like I left my debit card home. Can you pay for my meal and then I'll send you the money back? It can't just be like, hey, I need to borrow $25 because that will turn off majority of females. But it's kind of crazy how she just turned up her stomach just where she had to find out that she would have to pay for the man's meal or give him some form of money. It's kind of crazy. It's almost just shows a large level of selfishness.
That's me. You're gonna test
No,
me.
we don't test, but don't test me on that. Can you send me $25? Delete and blockity block.
Right. Yeah.
That means you're not
Absolutely.
into me.
Off the right. No, I might have been into you until you asked for that $25.
And why is that triggering
Because
you?
you a brokey. If you ask for $25, you a brokey.
Damn.
That's how I look at it.
Damn.
Why
No
do you
context.
need $25?
No context.
Yeah.
I want to see if you're gonna do it.
I look at
need
it
to
as like
see.
you're broke.
Yeah, that would turn me off if a man
A whole
asked me
turn
that.
off. It's no
I mean,
way.
this is the only way, and I'm being honest, I'm very traditional when it comes to dating. The absolute and only way I would be paying something for something early on is if I asked the person to go out.
Okay. I
Now,
can get that.
being a
makes sense.
traditional dater, I'm not going to even really ask a man to
Right.
go out. They're going to always, if they ask me, then they are responsible for paying for that date. So, yeah, that would be the only way. It's just like, and sometimes it'll be like, I don't like none of the stuff he's picking. So I
I've
would
never run into
then.
this issue.
Right.
I mean, I've never run into this issue. All the men
Right.
that I go out with always pay.
Hey,
Right.
I
and that's my
never,
point.
Right.
it never even comes up on date 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Right.
But
That's
so
what
I
I'm
find
saying.
that
Men are just getting tired of having their time wasted. That's the problem. That's why a lot of guys are now trying to see where y'all head is at, because a lot of dudes don't want to waste a whole bunch of money with a chick who not invested, because a lot of these women, they might just go on a date just for the meal. They might be, he all right, but I don't really see a future. But they'll still keep going on dates with the guy. So a lot of guys just don't want their time wasted. And I understand him doing the test part. See, the sad part is they don't even understand the context, or they don't even care about the context on as to why he asked him for the 25. Like I said, it doesn't have to be I'm just broke and I need 25. My card could have got locked. I left my wallet at home. I have no money on me. I don't even use the Apple Pay thing. I don't do all that stuff. I got 2 phones, but I don't do all the scam my phone thing. So let's say I don't have any cards on me. You gonna look out for me and I'll send it back to you. And if she really appreciates you, she gonna say, don't even send it back to me. It's all good. See, that's what we need. We need good reciprocation of energy.
That's
men of
the
a certain
only way I
stature,
would do it.
They don't want
What
you
you
going in
pay,
your
they don't.
pocket.
Right. Exactly.
So, and that's what I'm saying about, I think, again, just overall, what Tanya is saying about just traditionally.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we're just in that group
Yeah.
where that's just,
Well, so is Ken.
it's always been a
He
staple.
just
Nah,
resisted.
Kenny over there on some
he
mental mind,
resisted.
Yoda mind shit. He want to see what you gonna do before you do it. That's a little different. Like, that's, again, I mean, Kenny D doing it his way, KD doing his way. But I think that's why we probably just aligning on that one issue. Like, it's just something that you just don't even want to test the mind up on. Because I agree with you too. Like, doing something like that, then you like, that don't have $25.
That's what a lot of people gonna
And
think.
here's the first thing I'm
$25, like, you right. Then you just
Because I'm like,
about it.
because in my mind, I'm like, if we ever get to the next level, is he asking me to pay the light bill? I mean, is he saying, do you got the money for the cable bill? Where I'm like, and not only that, when I look at my long-term goals, I personally would feel like we're not aligned.
Right.
Because if my long-term goals is to get to 8 figures, and
Right.
you're asking me for $25.
Right.
I'm like, yo, dude.
Yeah.
But if I'm there for you and I'm taking you to nice dates and stuff like that, me asking for 25, that shouldn't be a problem.
So I feel like you should wait. I feel like as a man should just wait and see what a woman does.
I agree with that too.
So,
I agree with
like
that too.
for instance, like I've been going out and I met a guy and he's been showering me with like attention and gifts and all that. So I send him gifts.
So let me
Okay.
ask you a real question.
You reciprocate.
Are you into him?
I am.
Why?
Because he's showing me a lot of attention, which I'm confusing as love bomb.
So once he stops,
I'm like, is this love bomb?
Yeah, see?
once he stops the showering of the gifts,
He's not going to stop.
if he stops, most men
that
can't
to
keep it up.
existence.
Most men can't keep it up.
They
if
can,
he
if they
stops,
have it.
If he stops, are you done?
Well, the thing that's most important to me is how he's treating me. It's the things that he's doing.
Did you hear my question?
I heard you. But like I said, the thing
Yeah.
that's most important are
Please answer his question.
the things that he's doing. So that takes precedent over the dinners and things like that.
Okay.
How do we
You
know,
know,
So again,
hey, you're on your way to work. I made you lunch.
if he stops, if he stops, it's a yes or no question. Are you done with him? If he stops doing what he's doing.
showing me the attention, yes.
Okay.
So
Because
it's not
it-
about the gifts, it's about the attention.
It's about the
Okay.
attention.
Okay.
If he stops showing me the attention,
respect
Yeah.
then yes, it is over.
Okay, I respect
It
that.
is done.
Pretty definitive.
Wow, that is crazy that you are always hook, line, and sinker with the emotional roller coaster. Whoo, boy. I mean, that's why you got to keep it simple, man. Let's see if there's anything else left in this.
Jesus.
Because I mean that's what is important to me is someone who treats me a particular way.
Yeah.
And if you're treating me in a way that's giving me life and making me happy and it's making me joyful and wanting to take it further, then yeah, if you stop doing that, it's over. Because what do you do when you're married? If they stop in the middle, that causes an issue within your relationship. You can't stop having sex with your husband.
It's true.
You can't stop cooking him dinner and you've been cooking all this time. You can't
Gotta
stop
continue.
showing up for him.
You absolutely can't stop doing all of those things if that's what you choose to do.
But you should. But you
I'm
should
not saying, but you can.
You shouldn't. I feel like if you sign up to be someone's wife, it's certain things that you just should continue.
No, I've always been just kind of like more like the jet on the runway. Like, I don't believe in just coming out the gate and being up. I like
There we go.
slowly getting
I like
back.
That's why you. That's why you single now.
That's no, it's
like
really
I'm
just.
That was smart. That was a great analogy.
You understand what I'm saying? though?
First of all, at
you
this
do.
age, ain't nobody got time to be.
Well, everybody does slow their damn road because
It's 21 days.
The
That's it. That's all
the
we
jet
got.
gonna get to an altitude that you
But this woman, like she's 60 probably, bro. I'm not trying to bash her, but just look at the physical. How can you sit here and just say like it's supposed to be like as if you still like 25 to 30? It's not the same, man. But a lot of these chicks, they still gonna appreciate and they're still gonna want the same things that they wanted when they were young. The same type of energy. Now, don't get me wrong, it's gonna be guys that's gonna be willing to give it, but the guys that they want, are they gonna give it? That's gonna be the difference. It possibly might be, but the options are still gonna get limited as into what they have to do. But it seems like it's a struggle for who's doing what, and it seems like the guy still got to be on the side where he giving the most. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't think she's doing the most. I think she is doing something, but I think over time, women usually fall off. Usually, a lot of the time before the guy does. Just being honest.
be happy with, but I'm not going all out of my way with all that, like off the break. To me, that's just, again, it's a red flag from that standpoint. Like, why are you trying to overwhelm somebody with all of this fantastic nonsense? And again, modestly saying, I have the capabilities to do that, right? But I'm not going to do that because, again, they're setting this ridiculous, stupid standard that's not necessary, because if you have experience in relationships, you just want to get there. And, like, again, that takeoff is memories, Dawn. It's experiences. It's us climbing together. It's not me just jumping out with sending you 20 dozen flowers for 2 weeks in a row and, like, oh, you feeling like you being, like, that's just so stupid. So again, and there are guys out there that could do that, but I think you setting yourself up long term, because you can't keep that up. That's why I agree with Kenny D. You cannot keep that up. It's impossible. So why start there? Like, why don't you start in a reasonable place that we all can relate to, and let it gradually get better, ma'am. You do have time. When you on what you
First of all, so the thing is, that's the big difference between how men and women date. Because men, you all do feel like you have time because you all can be 65 and date the 45-year-old. As women, we don't feel like we have as much time as we get older, because wasting 2 years with one person takes a big chunk out of our life. So we are going to be more intentional and pay a little bit more. Okay. So I'm not going to waste a year to figure out whether.
But you're not the same woman that you were. You expecting that guy to look at you as if you was 25 or 30 still, or even younger. See, that's the scary part, bro. They expect the exact same thing when they were at their finest. I'm not saying she's not attractive to, guys out there, but it's like, damn. You expecting me to get a brand new Ferrari when I'm getting like a used doggone Maxima, used Honda Accord, Nissan Altima. You can't expect the same exact thing that you were getting back when you was brand new off the lot. But the bougie, and I'm gonna be honest, she kind of bougie too. And when you bougie like this, you always gonna think you on top. You gonna always think you up, and that is scary. That's a scary dynamic, but you got a lot of chicks that feel like this in this category. These older women, man, these boss babes, they don't realize that they're gonna be on a roster because they can't go in being more simplified and simplistic. That's why I like simplicity. I don't need all the glitz, the glamour, all the extra stuff. Let me let my life be simple. Let me let the females be simple, because all that extra stuff is just always gonna run you into the ground, possibly.
You're the one or not. You better get up that runway a little faster, or I'm gone. I mean, it just is what it is.
We're going to agree to disagree on this.
I mean, no, we don't have to agree to disagree, because it's just that a man like you, I would not date. Because I'm not going to.
Damn, how I get the ass? You just chopped off my head on TV. Bro, you chopped my head off on TV. Like, how did I get chopped? Just because I said I want to take my time? That's crazy.
Because men, taking time is equivalent to, let's see where it goes. Yeah. Let's play it out. Let's go with the flow. That's what that is. That turns into a situationship in 2.3 seconds.
But I can't speak for KD.
Look at what the man is getting, bro. I hate, bro, makeup, the weave. I can't do it, bro.
I feel rushed if you flip it. Like I like, you can't be trying to tell me like where we should be in a year.
But I'm not telling you.
Like, I need to be lined up for marriage.
I'm going to tell you that. I mean,
what?
I think we always have a silent timeline in our head.
Yes, and we're going to state our
because I don't want to be. Nothing about my life is a plateau. I am always in motion, constantly moving up. Period. I don't want a relationship that plateaus. So we have to continue to grow. Period. You know, I mean, if we start off fast, then
it should continue. In the upward trajectory.
I mean, consistency is always super important in all aspects of life, but specifically in a relationship, consistency is important.
Let's just keep it real.
So inconsistency would be a red
flag. This one right here, and I say, oh, I'm going to hit within 90 days. So you want to rush that, but you don't want to rush
90 days? But you don't take no 90 days to know if you want to physically be with somebody. But it takes 3 dates. It's a 3.
I'm going to have to leave it right there, y'all. It's going to be too long. It's going to be a lot of back and forth. It does. It take probably like, I'm going to be honest. I'm not mad at somebody if they want to wait. This is recap moment. This is a recap session. Oh man, to be the age that these women are at and still feeling like it's just, I gotta have everything now. It has to be rushed. It has to be accelerated. Granted, I understand y'all older, but if you really like a guy when you were younger, you will stay. That's why we have so many women that end up hanging around with guys so long without marriage, the whole night, because they actually like those guys. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do. You want to be with somebody that's intentional, but these women act like they have no time to waste. Back in the day, you did. Now y'all older, y'all feel like y'all don't. But what are you really offering to a guy of the status that y'all want? He don't want the older version of y'all. He might hit y'all. It might be a little taboo to hit an older chick. You know what I'm saying? Hear an older lady moan. But after a while, man, he gonna look and be like, man, I can get something way younger and better than you. And he's probably gonna do that. And I want to go ahead and piece back into what he said about how quick does it take to hit. It's gonna be different for every guy. You know, I think that's one thing I do think at one point back in the day, it was okay to wait, you know, like 20, 30 days or whatnot before you have sex with a chick, because ultimately, if she giving you physical attention, like y'all kissing, rubbing. See, I come from a generation where I was a little bit younger to where I wouldn't even press a chick for it to show that I'm a good guy. Not saying I'm not a good guy, but that would make you look like a better looking guy instead of you just trying to get it. You know, like what I'm saying, when you messing with chicks when y'all in y'all early 20s and teens, you don't want to look super thirsty, because looking super thirsty made you look like, oh man, he's just trying to get in and get out. So you had to play the game a little bit. So them 20 days, she wanting it. That if she gonna let you crack, but what you do is you wait longer. You wait until the buildup is irresistible to where it's like, I need you in me. That's how she feeling. And then once you crack, okay, you know, now we gonna go from there with it. But that's how we played the game back in the day. But the whole 3 dates and all that, I get it now, but I do think that is a problem to where people can't wait as much as they used to, and then everything is just so rushed and accelerated. So where we really can't find the joy and appreciation out of each other, because we got to get to every timeline so fast. Like how was she talking about? Showering me with gifts consistently. Mike almost went out. Why do I have to overly shower you? That's what he said about taking off. I'm not going to put myself in a situation that I cannot maintain or keep up with. Me giving you the most constantly, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a red flag. I don't need to do that. I don't want to do that to myself. Because when you come out and spend all that money at the gate, now if you just got it, okay, cool. But majority of people, they can't, that's not sustainable. You know, we have to thrive and survive. And to do that, you have to have people coming together, being realistic about life, not going on a whole bunch of dates. We're not going out eating all the time. We definitely going to be cooking. We got to be realistic, man. How do you date and be realistic? All this, this chick, the bougie women, stay away from them. I don't want no bougie woman, man. That's gross. Bougie woman is gross. Who, I can do this, I can do that. Most of them broke. Most of them in debt. They're going to be a headache to you. You want to get you somebody that's going to be able to listen and follow your lead. They know you're a good guy. They know you got a good head on your shoulders. And she just want to listen, man. Just look at her real quick, y'all. Look at that. Look how old you is doing that still. You was doing that back when you was in your 20s, back when you was in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. You look like you about 60 and you still doing that. Grow up. Grow up. That's just advice for the ladies. You know, I'm speaking to the guys, but it's advice for y'all out there too, man. Y'all need to move accordingly. Find the right guy, invest back into him. It's okay. That's why I want to recap some more. I'm sorry, y'all, it's going to be long. You don't have to invest by spending money all the time either. Time, attention, and if you got a good guy, you going to know if he a good guy. He going to be doing things out of the ordinary. It is certain things where you be like, oh man, this guy really care and appreciate. He's going to go out his way to make you happy. He going to look at you. He going to just find you beautiful. We find appreciation in like the little things, man. We can just look at y'all eyes and be like, damn, boy, I really like looking at your eyes. Little simple things. Men are very simple, but you can tell men are the real romantics, and we really love. We love hard. You know, we love for stupid things. You can have like one pretty toe, and that toe it's just weird. Like dudes can be weird, man. We into weird things. We find appreciation in so many little factors in a female. Let me get y'all thoughts on this, y'all. I'm gonna have this link in here so y'all can watch this in its entirety without me talking, or you can go back, you can listen to the rest of it. Make sure y'all like this video. Make sure y'all comment below. This is your guy JayBReacts, y'all. And until next time, peace.